Find functional hilarity at the Biffa Emporium. Girl, it's what I heard. Allegedly, it's just the word. Allegedly, it's on the street. Allegedly, I sing to the beat. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly. Let's start with Tamar Braxton. She's invested in a $10 million subdivision so that she can have some real estate holdings. And I'm happy for you because we don't want to see you on Braxton Family Values anymore. But I find headlines like that so misleading. I just closed on a $10 million development. Honey, you didn't have $10 million. Now, you might have put $500,000 in it, maybe $200,000. Maybe you put your Big Brother winnings into that, but you ain't have no $10 million. Be honest with the people if you're going to try to give them advice. Okay, Atlanta Season 3 is finally coming out. After this 4-year hiatus, do we care? You and Insecure started at the same time. Y'all finally getting out Season 3 and she finishing up Season 5. Black women do it better. Oh, Lord. So I watched the little minute trailer, and don't waste your minute. Don't waste your minute. Your minute is more valuable than that trailer. That's that high-end conceptual Beyonce art fart crap. I almost wanted to peep at the season, but not with trailers like that. Oh, but in something I do want to see, a Janet Jackson Super Bowl scandal documentary is in the works. And here's why I want to see it. Are we going to talk about the seamstress? Because everybody wants to act like Justin's responsible, Janet's responsible. It was the seamstress. The seamstress set her up. It was a scheme cooked up by Todd to bring us the bull. The seamstress is the one who has the issue. The costume designer, who was doing all of that? Were those Janet's people or were they the Super Bowl's people? I want to know how the outfit was constructed. I want to talk to the seamstress. And I'm broken throwing in the towel news. Dame Dash says he is ready to make peace with Jay-Z and end the legal battle. You've been doing nothing but legal battles for the past 5 years. We've been covering your debt news forever. I guess Dame's gotten to the point where they have seized enough of his assets where he realizes I can no longer afford to be funky. And Jay-Z bending one. So you're hoping Jay-Z will take pity on you. I hope he does too. Then again, camels are ornery creatures. They spit. And he might spit in your face for dragging him through the courts for the past 20 years. Only time will tell. In more TV news, Iyanla tells us she was getting death threats while doing Fix My Life. From who? The people on there? People was watching your show and getting triggered when you was getting them triggered. They was like, I don't want to do the work either. Then she said people would randomly show up to her home or call her phone for free advice. I can't believe people would show up at your house. Because you seem like you'll get with them. You seem like you got a piece in that joker, and also like you'll come to the door with a bat. Well, I'm glad Iyanla is safe in the podcast space. Don't nobody need to be attacking our auntie. Oh. And in We've Been Praying For It news, Tyler Perry is going to hire writers to take over his shows. So I might start reviewing Sisters again. And he explains how he doesn't get writer's block. You don't get writer's block because they're shitty ideas. You don't get writer's block because you don't have talent like that. Now, you have some talent, yes, but when you're putting out crap, and everybody said it's crap, C-R-A-P, crap. Now, I'm sure some of them plays was good because you spent time on them. But now when you're just churning out crap and everybody's, oh yeah, let's put this in production, just so that some of these streaming services could get a start. I'm looking at you, BET Plus. I'm talking about you, bruh. Girl, this is filler content that you've created. These are B movies that used to be on Netflix until they stepped up their production. Girl, that's how you ain't got writer's block. You're not really writing. You're not fleshing out a story. You're just filling in blanks. It's very by the numbers. And you have the same lines repeated 4 different times. In a 41-minute episode, you only have 21 minutes of actual new dialogue. So yeah, when it's easy, you don't get writer's block. Kelly Price responds to comment that her husband is taking her money. Who knew Kelly Price had a husband or money? I didn't know she had either. I was a Klingon without a clue. Kelly Price has money. Now, I know she's got a booking, but she's got bookings at the Savoy where she's making maybe $200 a night. I mean, that's cute. That's, a little $70,000 a year, but I don't know if that's money that, your husband can be stealing. Y'all was living together anyway. That's just regular. He probably making that doing his Uber or DoorDash. But she said, y'all need to worry about your own bank accounts. If I want to blow my cash on some cock, I will. Your money, your business. Men take care of women all the time. It's okay for them to be in a Candy and Todd situation. Now, I don't understand this headline. Love and Hip Hop star, Moniece Slaughter accused of attacking a 40-year-old woman at Cardi B's birthday. Okay, Moniece is 42. Let's start there. So that's 40 on 40. I'm going to be 39 in December, so it ain't no age shade. We is what we is. But why do we have to identify the 40-year-old woman and not 42-year-old Moniece? And then, why are you hitting people at Cardi's birthday party? They ain't filming you. And how did you get into Cardi B's birthday party? How? You are a D-list celebrity and Cardi is a firm A. There shouldn't have been room for you at the party. She must have been a +1. This heifer has filed a restraining order on her in Los Angeles County Court over being a +1 and getting too drunk at a party. Moniece, I tell you to do better, but you never will. Oh. In Leave It Alone news, they're reimagining A Preacher's Wife. Now, A Preacher's Wife was actually reimagined for us because there was a white version back in like the 40s or something. But I feel like Courtney B. Vance coming back to the project, that's kind of cool, but can't we leave it alone? Can't we tell a different story? I mean, I'm sorry, you can never redo or reimagine Whitney Houston's Joy to the World. I said joy to the... I mean, the score alone, you can't touch it. Don't touch it. Courtney, Angela, I love you. I respect the living lights out of you. This isn't necessary. Because if it's not a musical, it ain't gonna work. For Whitney's sake, can we leave it alone? I swear, Whitney is the queen of resurrection. She gonna pop back herself. They won't leave her alone. She just gonna have to get out the casket. It's like, look, okay, I'll get back to work. I was trying to have a little rest, but God. Lala Anthony reveals she wants her next partner to be someone who's chill and easy. Just say a butch. Just say a stud, hon. Just say a stud. Okay, so we know you don't like them lipstick. Just say stud. Just say stud. Shonda Rhimes has no ill feelings about that Bridgerton actor leaving Bridgerton. I felt it was a one-season wonder myself. I mean, they're gonna do season 2, but I'm glad he left, because otherwise he'll be forever the guy from Bridgerton. Nobody will see him as anything else than a period actor, and he won't be able to move on. They talk about making him Bond, which is cute, but it's also another very British role. If he wants to make it in the American market, you're gonna have to drop that accent, boo. Sean King shares a GoFundMe, and just stop there. Sean, stay away from GoFundMe. Just stay away. You don't need to share it. You don't need to talk about it, because the second you involve, the second you share it, it's tainted. So the best thing you can do is leave it alone. Why don't you try making a private donation? Married to Medicine star Dr. Hefferly says she ain't had her ass whooped in a while. Well, nobody likes you, but you ain't worth hitting. You ain't worth hurting my hand, slapping your face. You ain't worth hitting. That's why you have not had your ass whooped. Now, you might say some slick shit, but ain't nobody gonna catch a charge over you. And let's be honest, for the first 3 years of the show, you was too big to beat. Ain't nobody trying to fight somebody in makeup that fucked up, hair that fucked up, clothes that fucked up. They know already you got nothing to lose. You got that strong underbite that, it just prevents the right hook from landing, that strong underbite. So I can see why people are like, I'm not going to fight that. I'm going to hurt my hand hitting that underbite. She already don't care if her clothes get tore up. She's already mad at the world, mad at her reflection, mad at her mama. So it makes sense she's mad at me. So I'm just gonna leave her and pity her. That's the thing. Now, how long has it been since you've been pitied? Because you get pitied every day. And maybe you shouldn't embarrass yourself news. Meek is looking to develop a series about his life. Now, you've had some music wins, but what are you going to do about the time Drake embarrassed you over Nicki Minaj leaving you? Are you going to talk about that? Are you going to talk about how you lost to 2 diss tracks in a row in what was one of the biggest rap battles of these past 10 years? Really? I want to hear about that. That's the episode I want to watch. If we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it. Oh my God. And guess what happens when you lose weight news? Rick Ross has turned into Saucy Santana. I mean, the resemblance is uncanny. But fortunately, Rick Ross is being a good sport about it and not being a homophobic piece of shit like Lil Boosie. And in What's It All About, Alfie news, Tina Turner sues German-based tribute performer for looking too much like her. I mean, she favors, but I just, how does that work? Like, it's a tribute, so you're supposed to be trying to nail it. Are you gonna start suing the drag queens too? The team argues that the 30-something entertainer looks so much like Tina Turner in the promotional posters that the fans could think that the actual Tina Turner is connected with the show. CFO Entertainment says the only way someone could get those two confused if they are a chronically stupid person who looks at everything superficially. Also, this girl is 30. So I just, like, Tina is 80. I don't know how you gonna think, oh, I guess you turn back time. Wait, that's Cher. But still, they was on the same show together. Like, I don't know how you would think literally it says starring Dorothea Fletcher as Tina Turner. I just don't see how anybody could mistake it. Just the 50-year age gap. Maybe a 10, but 50? That's like saying, oh, I want to go see a Frank Sinatra tribute. No, you can't. They might think it's Frank. Now, Frank been dead for years, but they might confuse the two. I just don't know how you gonna do a tribute act. You ain't gonna look like you putting a tribute on too, though. Okay, do Tina Turner, but make her white. All right, well, those were today's top stories from this bottom, and I will talk to you soon for something. Oh, I almost forgot. Faith Evans and Stevie J are getting a divorce. Stevie J, you must be real bold to leave your meal ticket at this time in your life. I mean, I know you need a 4th hot meal a day just to feed your giant penis. Now, we don't know if they had a prenup or not, but they've only been married since 2018, so he would only be entitled to half of what they've made for the past 2 years, which ain't been much because of the panty. So he's leaving with nothing. Maybe those allegations of DV were true and she's been beating his ass. He might have deserved it, though. I could see him deserving it. I could see him making that rat face and acting like he gonna do something, because, he'll act like he gonna do something, and Faith letting his ass have it. Oh, you think you gonna do? I could see it. I could see it. Alleged what? Alleged who? Allegedly, allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue. Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly.